Hello, everybody. Welcome to the eve of Halloween, which is All Hallows Eve. So Halloween Eve. Anyway, hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. It is the Black and Orange channel because I kind of like Halloween a little bit. So that's, if you're ever wondering, that's where the black and orange comes from. So anyway, hi. So 10% of my income from everything black and orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down the description box. All the questions are listed out every day, and I timestamp them as I go. So, and I have to thank my mother for these glasses. She got them for me. I love them. But anyway, I've got a thing here, and Boo Boo is in the blankie right there. It's a very soft cotton blankie, clean. You know, he's very happy. Okay, so I see in your, I love that chat. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? I must say, I do like the Susie and the Banshees. Where'd you get those peepers? Where did you get those eyes? Hello, Kate. Love the glasses. Milkerside, love the mask. Bats in the belfry. Well, that describes a lot about me, doesn't it? All right, thank you. Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind the typo negative album October Rust, Boo Boos and Kitty. Are we best friends forever? Is that what you're saying, Ricky? Seriously, I was singing All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. I was singing that all morning. So yes, typo negative was the bomb. So anyway, okay, cake, nails, necklace, thank you. You swing, I love that, thank you. Mel Broussard says, bats in the belfry describes most of us here, I'll wager. There we go. Carmen says, you look ravishing, why thank you. All right, so we have some serious questions to get to though. I'm not gonna wear these all the time. Crushing my head. Although I don't know, it almost needs to hang around somehow, but I'm not sure quite how to do that. Because if I put that there, I don't think. Sorry, this isn't good. I doubt this is going to work, but I'm going to just try one thing, and then I'll get on with the overlay and the readings and all that. Oh, that's kind of fun. Hey, let's do that. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I am loving this. I am loving this. All right. It takes so little to make me happy, but this definitely does. Okay. All right. Because I did want to get to the overlay today because I spent a stupid amount of money. It's not totally stupid, but it's just a crazy amount of money. But it gives me access to all kinds of new graphics. And I couldn't find an orange and white kitty and a white and orange kitty. I couldn't find, so I get black kitties and white kitties. So I chose a white kitty. Look at that sweetness. Oh, the kitty. All right. Anyway, I loved that. So I had to share. Anyway. All right. So let's get to the questions for today. If you're new around here, the whole reason for the overlays and the silliness and all of this stuff is to keep the energy high. And then we dip down into the muck to read on these heinous people and their garbage, low vibration, cruelty, and stupidity. And then we can, like a beach ball that you push underwater, then we just boost back up into a higher vibration. That is the point. Some people do, bells and drums or chimes, or they're doing this more. I have too much. I have a Sagittarius stellium. I'm not a Sagittarius, but I've got a stellium, and so I do the silly. I got to thank everybody last night for the monthly Patreon Tarot Social. It was a lot of fun, and I said last night, I said, here's the thing: if we were together, I'm not the one who's going to do the super spooky thing. I'm the one, it's like, let's bob for apples, because nothing says Halloween like getting water up your nose. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're starting with Trump. He's doing stupid stuff. I know. It's a day ending in Y. Cheryl says, oh, you have a boo-boo kitty. So adorable. Thank you. Oh, wow. Kathy Rollins said we had a beautiful white kitty for 22 years. She wasn't very social. Oh, poor thing was deaf. We still love her. Her name was Sid Vicious. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So, Lady Eva says, makes me think of the Peanuts Halloween party. Oh, dear. There isn't like I don't remember that. Tell me it isn't like a Charlie, you don't think this is like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree kind of situation? Because that's not what I'm going for here. Candy apples, Fran. Oh, I'm in. Hello, Maya. All right, so at 7 minutes in, apparently the actual Orange Menace. I can't. Anyway, Trump has been moving, quote unquote, eye-popping amounts of money into a new PAC. Because of course he is, causing people to question the legality of it. You don't say. Yeah. Is something amiss? Is something amiss? It's kind of like hitting the broadside of a barn, whether something's amiss or not, but is there anything going to come of this? Why, there's the justice card right there on the bottom of the deck. Hello, justice card. Ricky says, to quote the Bloody Kisses album, when it comes to Trump, don't mistake lack of talent for genius. Ooh, some early typo. Cool. Such a shame we lost Pete Steele. It seems like everybody in that family, though, it's like they were Great Danes, They were super, super tall and strong and what have you, but weak hearts. But anyway. Polly Wanda says, I once knew a black cat named Snowball. Oh, that's cute. Anna says, where's he getting this money? Probably from his suckers. I mean, his supporters. He says he is a billionaire. Why are you giving him money? Darren, I don't know. Could you Google that and because I don't know. Please let me know if you find out. But Google should know. Lady Eva says, no, they're suckers. Yeah. Ricky said, Peter Steele had a great sense of humor. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he loved Halloween and he loved the autumn. All right. All right. So Trump has been moving eye-popping amounts of money into a new PAC, causing people to question the legality of something. Of it is something amiss. Is anything going to come of this? I'm telling you, it's 3-card Monty. Only he's apparently it feels like he's a really bad. He's really bad at it, and he doesn't hire the best people. And yeah, the emperor, he's so important. Yeah, right. Thank you. Wish. I would take any one of you and whoever you like least in the world over Trump any day. Just saying. But I like you people. I'd take you any day, but that's not saying much. So I added the whoever you like least in the world, because you guys are awesome. All right. 5 of Swords, insult to injury. Surprise. Lovers. Delusion land. Ace of Swords. 8 of Swords. Judgment. You know what this feels like? I know it's going to take a while until Letitia James can really get her, they've got to go to trial, but she's trying to get a monitor on his money for GriftCo, Trump.org. This feels like something like the truth, with something like this happening sooner rather than later. Because what he's doing is, it feels, entertainment only YouTube, it feels particularly egregious. This is particularly relying on the suckers to do that. He's not going to get in trouble, et cetera, but this is the truth. And this is the legal truth willing out, truth will out. Trump hemmed in, and big justice raining down. Yeah. He's going to have some kind of monitor. He's going to have some kind of oversight. This is big judgment. This isn't the usual kind of, whatever. Thank you, Sherry. So, oh, yeah. All right. So it feels pathetic. It feels like a pathetic attempt. Dave said Trump should wear a leash. He should definitely be in a metaphorical financial leash. Absolutely. Kelly said that would be a full-time job, wouldn't it just? Imagine having to stand there and monitor Trump's business deals. No, you can't do that. No, that's not legal. No, that's not right. No, that's a lie. No, that's a lie. You'd have to have the patience of Job. You really would. Hermit. It feels like he's scraping things off the floor and trying to find somewhere to hide them, because people are on their way in, and he's going to be judged, and he's got to hide this stuff, and he feels like he's like opening closets, he's trying to stuff things in the corner, and he's trying to stuff things in the back. No, that won't work. I'll put this over. Well, that won't work either. Maybe just come clean. Maybe just be honest. Maybe just stop looking at the world through your twisted sight, your weird little glasses. Guess what? If you are an honest person and you do what you're supposed to and you pay your taxes, 1, people want to do business with you. 2, customers are more likely to want to do business with you and buy your things. And 3, you sleep fine at night because you're not scamming anybody, you're not hurting anybody. Just a thought. Tower. 7 of Cups. Hierophant. The whole government is coming after him. Least of all, Coward Bragg, New York Attorney General, but the whole government. Ways and Means Committee, I believe there was another recent ruling, and what I was getting yesterday was they are going to get his information. And his information is going to the IRS, and the IRS is actually going to look at it. And he's going to be in much trouble. Tower, 7 of Cups, Hierophant, 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Whew. Okay, this is the guy standing there in front of the kind of wall of wands, feeling he's all beaten up. Traditionally, it's kind of a PTSD card. And that's Trump, where, oh my gosh, everybody's coming against me. Well, stop committing crimes. Just a thought. I mean, this is not complicated. And for us, honestly, I'm getting a mental image of television. Families watching television, like back in the 70s when I was growing up, where we'd all gather around and watch TV. Of course, I was the youngest by far, so we didn't have any kind of remote control. The remote control was me. Hey, go turn the channel. Okay. But this feels like all of us sitting around watching, and I'm feeling like the Friday night lineup or the Thursday night lineup, where don't eat popcorn all the time or you're going to weigh 900 pounds. Trouble is coming for him. He is running out of options, and good. I am happy to hear that. Polywana says, sorry, Trump brings out my lowest vibrations. Right, but your lowest vibrations are still a skyscraper high compared to his. So Cheryl says Trump's face is back to orange just in time for Halloween. Oh, has he been hitting the makeup hard? There was a thing where he had these rules set up for when he visited places, even back in the day, like before he was president. And one of them was he had to have this and this and this, but he had to have 2 bottles of the specific foundation, makeup foundation, but one of them had to be half full. 2 new bottles, one of them had to be half full. One, how much foundation do you need? Seriously. 2. So you're just wasting half a bottle every time you go somewhere? Anyway. Mel Broussard, welcome to Indictment Friday night. Yeah, let's hope. But it looks like we're going to have lots of cases to watch. We're going to have there's going to be lots to, there's going to be a lot. All right. So at 18:30, Steve Bannon. I was rushing this morning trying to get everything set up, and Sarah was kind enough to help me with the questions. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. She was available, and so she told me some of these, but it was just like, okay, yeah, I want to read on that. Yeah, I want to read on that. Yeah, I want to read on that. I didn't really process it, so I'm reading some of these now, and it's like, oh, geez. Okay, Steve Bannon calls. Well, okay, meeting 50. Okay, Steve Bannon calls on MAGAs to arms. 1 arm, 2 arm. Calls MAGAs to arms over election integrity concerns and says they are the cavalry. Really? You're going to take advice from Stevie Three Shirts? Mr. I had to get a pardon for a massive fundraising scam, where I scammed you all. And now I'm under state charges for the same crime. But yeah, you're going to follow him, huh? Oh, you really are suckers, aren't you? Self-esteem, get some. Anyway, Considering just days ago, poor Paul Pelosi was attacked, will more violence come in the wake of Bannon's rally cry? Well, I've been getting, there'll be a handful of stupid stuff, but Knight of Swords. Well, that's hemmed in. We just, like, can't they arrest Bannon? Like, but I guess he's free until his trial. When is his trial? Next year sometime? The Sun. My bigoted supremacy card. Oh, it's Steve Bannon. Look at that. Scumbag. Hanged Man. 9 of Pentacles. Interesting the way these are sitting. This doesn't make sense to me. He's being hemmed in, and I've got a hanged man in the middle. This would be him being quieted down and being strung up by his heels and being hemmed in, then him having to rest on whatever money he's made. You know, this I was meaning to tell you guys, I saw something on YouTube Shorts last night, and I don't know if I don't know how feasible this would be, but it was an idea. It was a thought someone had about if it was possible, one way to cut down on police violence and Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. That's the channel you're on. And this guy said, well, what we need to do is we need to get as many people who would be in a position that the police would be obnoxious, awful, their lives would be at risk, that kind of thing, which is far too many. We need to get them a lot of life insurance, like $300,000-$400,000 or more. If we could get enough of those people who are at high risk, huge amounts of life insurance, police violence would sink dramatically because insurance companies have really good lawyers and they do not want to pay out. And the police and the police departments would start thinking twice. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so talking about Bannon being hemmed in, it's like, does somebody, it just made me think of that. Would, he's being hemmed in for some reason. He's not going to be in, he is going to jail, but he's not going to be there for that long. Was it 4 months or something? Dr. Nancy says, I don't get how hate and incitement aren't arrested immediately. Oh, I'm with you. Totally with you. Is this just him going to jail for a few months, or? It feels like him having to live off of the money he already has. Ace of Pentacles, chunk o' money. 5 of Swords, insult to injury. That's how he makes money. But there's a Justice card and there's a Strength card. I don't know what's going on, but maybe this is just talking about him going to prison for that soon, or I don't know, but this is I wonder if somebody's going to sue him. I really wonder if somebody's going to sue him. But he's definitely, it's not looking good for him. And his usual shtick, it's not, he goes silent. So, gosh, that would be a lovely day. A day without Steve Bannon is like a day with sunshine. Yeah. Cat Shepard says the insurance industry is just one big Ponzi scheme anyway. Well, maybe they could make themselves useful. I don't know if that's a thing, like I said, but trying to think around the problems. Since apparently, anyway, all right, all right. Anne says he was sentenced to 4 months, but he's released pending appeal. Mm-hmm. Gretchen says civil suits for inciting violence. That could be exactly. That would exactly be it. Mary Huddleston says if the money for wrongful death and brutality settlements came from police pension funds instead of the taxpayers, they would police each other. Why, yes, they would. What a wonderful idea. Anyway, all right. Lynott says, I wonder if they remove access to social media as part of his sentence or release conditions. Well, if he's released, that's his main source of income, is my understanding. So, plus there's First Amendment stuff. But when he's in jail, he's not going to be running a podcast from jail. That's not happening. So, hey, CC Ryder says Steve Bannon gets November 2023 trial date in New York fraud case. That's kind of what I was thinking. It was going to take about a year. So, yep. And there was something interesting. M. Kelpie says some guy on the border donated $3 million and didn't get any of the wall. He wanted his money back. Oh, that would explain it. But trouble's coming for Steve Bannon again, because if you are a good person, if you treat others kindly, if you are honest, if you are doing the best you can, build your house next to the high road and you will have a good life. It will not be an easy life, but it will be a good life. These idiots. And yes, he can't do the war room from jail. I can't even say that with a straight face. War room. Which is my pillow fort. Is this on my pillow fort? Oh, you've got a war room. Sitting in your basement. That's so sweet. Little Stevie 3 shirts. He's got a my pillow fort and a war room in his basement. 28:45. Oh, Trump had a meltdown. Oh, I'm shocked. 8:35. Trump had a meltdown on prosecutors. Lovely. Trump had a meltdown on prosecutors the day before his criminal tax fraud case opens in Manhattan. Oh, was that Sunday? Was that last Sunday, or is that anyway? Is that today? I don't know when that was. Is he going to continue to make the case worse for himself? Why, yes. He can't help it. Will his hubris give something away? Yes. So Trump's had a meltdown on prosecutors the day before his criminal tax fraud case opens in Manhattan. For pretty big money. I know, Ricky. Trump had a meltdown? No. Oh, Lori, I'm making Lori laugh. Good. Dr. Nancy says more charges coming for Bannon. Could be. Ricky says the kindness you put out into the world has a way of coming back to you. That's true. That is absolutely true. So is Trump, are you going to, for those of you who aren't aware, E. Jean Carroll, her case, bless that woman. Bless her, bless her, bless her. Oh my gosh. Gut wrenching. But Trump, she has a civil case against him. Well, he had one possible defense, not a good defense, but he had one possible defense. And a week or two ago, he just blew it up. His defense, he was saying, was, I was the president. There's an exception. This was during my official duties, which, how is it your official duties of the United States president to say a woman isn't your type, to say she's lying? Anyway, so that was his potential. And he just recently came out and said, I didn't do it. She's not my type. Defamed her. Now that he's out of office. So whatever defense he had, poof. Gotta love narcissists. Okay, so with the Griftco Weisselberg trial, is it going to turn ugly for Trump? Well, he's already made so many stupid mistakes even getting into that mess. Man. So the Griftco Weisselberg case. All right, I'm getting the monkey's stepping stone going through my head, not in the sense of someone's a social climber, but the sense of this case and what comes out of it may be stepping stones to other cases. Tower. And that's not a happy tower. It's a great card though, isn't it? I love this card in this deck. There's just so much cool stuff going on. Anyway. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Well, remember, he and the griftlings, the grift spawn, they're not allowed to run a charity because of fraud. That's already out there. That's already legal truth. That isn't this, that this is on record. This is a thing, and it already exists, which can be brought into court when we're being accused of other things. It would be like, well, this already exists. Judgment. Emperor. Trump made all the decisions. Weisselberg said he's not going to argue, he's not going to testify against Trump, but how can you not? How can you not get Trump in trouble? He had to okay everything. Lovers. Weisselberg is absolutely going to do everything he can to not go after Trump. Do not ask me why. But there's judgment coming in this, and again, I'm getting stepping stone, stepping stone, stepping stone, stepping stone. Eileen says the monkeys should be allowed to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They can't be? Why not? They were a real group. They learned their instruments. They, Thank you, Linda. Anne says Weisselberg will fall on his sword, protecting his family. Yeah, but falling on his sword isn't protecting his family. That's the thing. He may not realize that, but the best thing he could do is turn against Trump. But then again, he's seen so many years Trump being attacked, and, you know, as long as you stuck with Trump, you'd be okay. Hey, Kristen from Uncovering the News is here. Trump breaking. Trump makes deranged, dangerous, and threatening posts following Nancy Pelosi's home invasion. Do you have a link? We could have a look at that. Okay, 3530. The DOJ. 3530. The DOJ has brought on one of the best and toughest prosecutors into the Trump documents case. Yay. David Raskin is his name. Will he have what's needed to bring Trump to justice? So the DOJ has brought on one of the best and toughest prosecutors into the Trump documents case. David Raskin, come on down. You are welcome, sir. Oh, Eileen says the owner of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will not allow it. He blackballed them. Why? One of my favorite songs is by the Monkees. All right, I have a lot of favorite songs, but one of my favorite songs is by the Monkees. I have no more than I did before, but now I've got all that I need. Okay, anyway. David Raskin. You are welcome, sir. As opposed to Jamie Raskin, who's in Congress. Queen of Swords. He's one of many prosecutors, but these are the good ones. Oh yeah. Four of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. Methodical. Feels like he's going to go through everything. I mean, apparently he's the type that in the end he'll deliver the knockout punch. But so far we know what Trump's done. This is a card of refusal to listen to what you should be doing, attacking the archives, blah, 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 blah. Trump the man. And corrupt businessman, which I find interesting. But this is a thief. And this is the messenger, stealing and communicating with others. This is the focus all on Trump. This isn't the focus. There will be prosecutors. There's a group of them. But my goodness gracious. This is someone who's not going to take his eye off the ball. Good. Heather Formosa saying apparently Raskin has a lot of intelligence case experience. Interesting. Robinette says I loved me some cute Davy Jones. Didn't somebody else say that just up further up? Oh, is my mouse working? Yes. Yep. Anne said it earlier, so I got to see it on replay, but reruns. But Mike. Yeah. Mike all the way. He was my favorite, by far. I love how, though, that Peter, I found out later just how much of a character Peter was playing, that he's actually really bright. But anyway, Julie says it's a great reading for us. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Marie. Anyway, this, I don't think it's just what I'm wearing here. I'm getting some beaten up feelings, throat chakra, heart chakra, mostly throat chakra. Trump's been yelling and yelling and yelling, and he's used to being able to, I don't know if you've ever been around a family member or extended family member who, if they don't like what you're saying, they'll just start talking louder and basically just like cow everyone around them. And that works for them, so they just keep doing it. That's what Trump's always done, and it's starting to not work. So he's screaming his vile, putrid garbage. And fewer people are listening, fewer and fewer people care. Good. Rochelle says all the guys and the monkeys were really intelligent. I believe that, yeah. Yep. Oh, Mickey Dolenz. Ricky says, if you ever get a chance, try to meet Mickey Dolenz. Very nice guy. Oh, they're all great. Oh, they're all great. Trust me. I totally understand that. Please understand. I totally get that. So. All right. Fran says, yeah, I've done a few people like that. Oh, no, not me. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thank you. It really helps. Thank you. Oh, that's sweet. Lurking Lady says, Pleasant Valley Sunday was one we would sing in the car on a trip, even my off-key dad. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Dr. Nancy says, I grew up near Nesmith. He was very difficult. His mom's whiteout made him wealthy. I know that. Oh, he was very difficult? I'm sorry to hear that. That's kind of sad. Anyway. 43 minutes in, Barbara was wondering, how is Trump's Halloween going to go? I'll have my Halloween costume on tomorrow. I just have to finish it tonight. Cheryl says I had a crush on Peter. Peter was awesome. Lisa Graham's asking, can't the EPA declare Trump a biohazard? Hey, if they haven't declared Bannon a biohazard by now. Okay. For how will Trump's Halloween go? So tomorrow, Halloween, Monday, October 31st. Well, I know one of these jerks has a big case tomorrow. Can't remember which. I mean, we know that Trump's got the thing going on with Griftco, but that started last week. Lady Eva says Peter Tork was a personal hero. Why not? Kathy Klein says Davy Jones all the way. All right, magician. He's trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. And he doesn't like that people make fun of him, that people dress up as him in a negative way, but at the same time, he's disappointed if they're not, because everybody should be talking about him at all times. Kristen says Trump has a case tomorrow. Is it the Griftco case in New York? I thought there was a different one that was starting on October 31st, but I could be wrong. There's so many. There's so many. Two of Swords. Page of Wands. No, Page of Wands. Sorry. I have to translate in this deck. Queen of Swords. Six of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. It's not like he's, when my nephews were young, my mom, her big thing every year was, what do you want to be for Halloween? And she would make the most elaborate costumes, anything they wanted, anything at all. I think the real kicker was the year my oldest nephew decided he wanted to be a plum tree. Why a plum tree? We don't know. But he wanted to be a plum tree. And she made the most amazing costume. It's not like he's hanging out with the grandkids, helping with the costume and sharing in the trick-or-treating, and not really the there will be family stuff, I suppose. Maybe there's some way he can make money with Halloween at Mar-a-Lago. But Two of Swords, Messenger, legal decisions, Messenger, investigations, respite with maybe talking to some other people who are parents. I don't. It's just he's under enormous pressure, is what it feels like. Good. Please hold him accountable. We should start numbering the cases. GA number 1, New York number 2, DC number 3. Yes, Jean, that's exactly it. It's awesome. Cheryl says Trump is scared to testify. He's weak. He's a coward. Absolutely a coward. Maggie, who's saying, begging for free candy. Roxana is saying Trump will steal and eat all the grandkids' candy. I don't know. I don't know if he eats a lot of candy. I could be wrong. I think he likes fatty foods more, but I don't know. Anyway, that is true. Lisa Graham. With Trump in our lives, it's Halloween every day. He's so spooky and creepy. Yes, especially creepy. Ugh. Yeah. But Halloween every day. I live with bats and other things that come up in the night. 49. Deb had a question. 49. I love hanging out with you guys. I love this time of year, but I love hanging out with you guys. Ray Huddleston says Trump would put out a UNICEF money box for trick-or-treating and then steal the money. I'm actually not going to disagree with that. Possible. Eileen says there's a wiki page that lists all the cases against Trump. I know. I've seen it. It's been a while, but I've seen it. It went on and on and on. Yeah. Yeah. All right. 4940. Brian Kemp. When Brian Kemp was voted out of office, when Brian Kemp is voted out of office by Stacey Abrams, I think they'll be over Stacey Abrams. Let's put over Stacey Abrams, and you're typing fingers to God's ear. Will he face any legal repercussions for dodgy dealings or his barbaric and wholly unfair regulations for voting and women's rights? Okay, so basically, what's going to happen to Brian Kemp? Let's see. Glenn Burke, things that go Trump in the night. Ugh, yes, absolutely. Oh, that's a nightmare. Brian Kemp, huh? What's going to happen to Brian Kemp? Please let him be voted out. Next week, I mean, there's tomorrow, which is going to be, my costume and, the last hurrah of Halloween. After that, until election day, it's going to be a week solid of election stuff. I've got research, I've got readings, there's a lot coming. Brian Kemp, what's going to happen to Brian Kemp? I'll tell you, the debate between Kemp and Abrams was more watchable than a lot of them, unfortunately, because the libertarian who was on stage with them was so laughably bad, unhinged, divorced from reality, that he made both of them look like, thank heavens we have real candidates. Unfortunately, that means Brian Kemp didn't get the full force of grief. I'm hoping that moron, the libertarian guy, not Kemp, I'm hoping that the libertarian moron actually siphons off enough votes. I can dream. If he's still running, I assume he's still running. Because if they just had that debate last week, then he's got to be on the ballot. It's too close to get off of it. Well, then again, anyway. All right, Two of Pentacles. He's juggling a lot. He's in a weak position. He's juggling, trying to keep a lot of different things going. Trillium Tarot. Love this stuff. Trillium Tarot, that's so cool. Trillium Tarot's here. Awesome. What happened? A copy of Astronomer, the Map of the Stars was okay, cool. Okay, Map of the Stars was discovered. Very cool. Moon. So it's definitely some chaos. Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. World. Knight of Wands. Who was it who was just caught a recording? It wasn't quite an open mic, but it was essentially an open mic. We heard somebody saying something they wouldn't say in public, and it was either like Schumer or someone like that who said, really the only state we need to worry about is Georgia. CC Ryder says, yes, a third-party candidate in Georgia may pull 3% of the vote of the results. And stopping Kemp or Stacey Abrams from getting a 50%, where runoff would be on December 6th. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy coming. And I think we know that. So we're kind of braced, and we're kind of like, okay, there's going to be a lot of legal challenges. There's going to be a lot of stupidity. There's going to be a lot of ridiculous. And we're just going to sit here very calmly. We're going to let the courts play out. And we're going to, if there are runoffs, we're going to go out and vote again if that's our state or that's the situation. So Kemp, chaos, six of Wands. It's a far right victory. He's hoping for far right victory by stirring up as much chaos as he can. He's got I assume he's got a lot of money. He's going for the big prize. But the world card is an ending card. And this is a knight. This is going gung-ho on your far right ideas, but it coming after a world card. You know, on the one hand, yes, they're both facing in toward the world card, but it doesn't feel, this is an ending. Maybe he can go off and be obnoxious somewhere else. That would be lovely. Please. It was Schumer. Mary Hughes Apple says, thank you. Lisa Graham said it was Schumer. Thank you. Thank you. You guys help me. I appreciate you. Brian Kemp. Yeah, look, it's a devil card. Brian Kemp. They're saying Nancy is a very strong Aries woman. Aries women are very tough. We are the warrior sign ruled by Mars. Absolutely. And we need our warriors. Oh, look, it's Brian Kemp, and there's a devil card for the reading. And I did shuffle, but there it is again, because like attracts like. Four of Swords. High Priestess. You're running for office, and these are your cards so far? Silent as a tomb. Higher wisdom of women and secrets. Temperance in the center. 10 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Okay, I don't often do personal readings, but on the occasions when I do, if you come to me and you're like, I'm running for office. Swords are air signs, and this is thought. It's also legal things as it comes up. It's legal. It's thoughts, arguments, law enforcement. That's the swords here, and this is silence. Women, silence. Temperance in the middle, which makes me wonder if there is going to be a runoff. And then we have 10 of Swords and a Thief card. So is that him stealing votes, or is that him feeling like they were stolen? I don't want to assume. I know what it feels like, but I don't want to assume. That's the whole reason I've got cards, is because it helps kind of help verify. Al Menzi says these don't look good. They don't look good for him. And since I'm reading on Brian Kemp, Marie Sutton says Kemp stole millions from Medicare and people still want to vote for him. Are they insane? Listen to Marie. Mel says all GOP Pauls would probably get a thief card right now. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. January Town says, well, Kemp really is more silent than other MAGA loonies. Yeah, but that's electoral silence. That's not vote. He's got money. We know that. He's got money. Queen of Pentacles. He's got support. 5 of Cups. Disappointments. But disappointment, you can't cut down all the cups. And a 2 of Pentacles, which is very unsteady. If he wins, it will be by 3 votes, something ridiculous. But this is not good for him. This is not good for him. These are not good cards. So, yeah. And that world card. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Mel. Kemp was caught on a hot mic. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, for housewife, 11,780 votes. Yes. All right. At 1 hour in, let's look at DL Jersey Shore had a question about one of our favorite people. How are Katie Porter's changes at re-election looking in the midterms? Chances, perhaps? Oh, autocorrect, how you do us wrong. How are Katie Porter's chances at re-election looking for the midterms? My understanding is isn't she in a safe area? Am I completely, am I totally wrong on that? Please let me know. I thought Katie Porter was going to be okay. What are you going to do, Katie Porter, you lovely human being? Who smart as a whip? Man. It's like reading on Obama. Just like, whoa, you just get hit with the intelligence. It's like, wow. Mary says, no, her district changed. Oh, geez. Okay. She was redistricted. Yeeks. Okay. She is a credit to humanity. I'm serious. Her being in the world makes the world a better place. It just does. Anne says districts changed because California lost a representative. Oh, jeez. And Dave says San Diego sucks. It's full of Republicans. Oh, okay. Katie Porter. Katie Porter. Busy? I'm just energetically, I want to just sit back and just like, I'm just going to watch. This is going to be glorious. Our district's more conservative. 5 of Cups. The disappointment might be at the redistricting, but let's see. Judgment. Chariot. 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 2 of Cups. She's gonna. It looks, but and I'm gonna guess that her opponent is saying all kinds of fake, stupid things about her. But this is Democrats coming out in droves, and this is a partnership. It's important. This has some big importance, like later on. She looks at the lies and the deception, and she calls them on it. This, for what it's worth, this feels like Democrats coming out in droves. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Holly says her whiteboard belongs in the Smithsonian. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is so great. All right. Boebert. If you missed it yesterday, day before, pictures of Boebert's shut down restaurant. Anyway, 104. Newspapers in Colorado are begging, quote unquote, begging the readers not to vote for Lauren Boebert, listing several reasons why. Will the people listen? Yeah. When I showed the images of Boebert's shut down restaurant, I also included Tommy Campbell on YouTube does short videos against far-right stupidity. And once a week, he's been reading one page out of Boebert's autobiography. Oh, this week was just, they're all bad, but this week was particularly and I put it on screen so you could see the one page, and if you wanted to read it. And wow, but Tommy Campbell, yeah, it's raining MAGA tears. Trillium Tarot, all you had to say was God bless Dolly Parton, and I'm with you 100%. All right. Will people listen to newspapers in Colorado begging readers not to vote for Lauren Boebert? Her energy does not feel anywhere near as strong as Troll Lady. Hierophant, institutions, governments, establishments. What are their options, though? Is it her or a Democrat? Because my understanding is she's in a pretty right-wing district. And says some weed entrepreneurs bought the building. They would not renew her lease. Temperance. Page of Swords. Knight of Wands. Moon. Six of Pentacles. Oh. It's a bully. We'd hope there would be more temperance, and her and Troll Lady yelling at Biden during State of the Union. And she's obnoxious, and she lives in chaos. But she's giving just enough to the people on the right. I don't like this. I don't like this energy. Please, I want to be wrong. I'm never 100% accurate. Nobody who does this is. I'm just reading the collective energy. But I'll look more closely at the astrology this week. See if that's going to block her at all. Star. Well, she's definitely got name recognition. King of Pentacles. She's the one who is really backed by fraud crews. Five of Swords, insult to injury, Six of Cups. Well, I've got Six of Cups here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to overcome. I don't know that this is going to be enough to overcome. The energy I'm getting on Boebert isn't as bad as I want it to be. So I'll have a look at her astrology this week. Oh, man. Ick. Eileen says she's not giving them any things and she's not on any committees. Is Boebert not on any committees? I know that Marjorie Trader Green, Troll Lady, is... she's not on any committees. Is Boebert not on any committees? Honestly, I can't even remember. Where's Boebert? Gonna do more Christ Mass cards, giving your children weapons of war. Lost the plot. Lost the plot. Three of Pentacles. Oh, there's a plan. Two of Swords. 10 of Wands. Queen of Swords. I heard this energy is just not as bad for her as I want it to be. Who's living in this district? Come on. Really? Really? Have you read the autobiography? She's literally, they would steal bread from other vendors for their little thing. They would hurt people and con people, and to read the book. Anyway, Trillium Terra says Boebert is assigned to the Committee on Natural Resources, the Subcommittee on Indigenous Peoples. You gotta be kidding. The Subcommittee on Water, Oceans, and Wildlife, and the Committee on the Budget. Suburban Housewife says her neighbors hate her. I'll look at the astrology. 1:10:30. All right. This is Robin has a question. This is interesting. Let's have a look. 1:10. 40. Will Twitter go up in flames with hate speech and GQP followers becoming louder? Basically, Elon Musk can be like, yeah, everybody come on in, and Twitter goes from blue to ruby red klaxon grossness. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Anne says the largest town is Grand Junction. Grand Junction. Really? Really? That's the best you can do? Please go read her book. Please. It's her autobiography. She wrote it herself. It's like This American Life or something like that. Yuck. Kathy Delisle said her kids run wild. She shot her neighbor's dog. Gosh, I didn't think I could like her less. Ta-da! Lord help. All right. As Johnny would say, Lord help. All right, 1:12:30. Twitter. That's sick. You are animals, you are sick. All right. Twitter. Oh, 2 cards just jumped out. 8 of Ghosts and 4 of Pentacles. People, Democrats leaving. Liberal-minded people leaving. Is what that feels like, although it's not necessarily the card that I would think anyway. But then there's in the four of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite. This is a card of lack. This is a card of this is a card of not having enough money. Oh, but I just tried to pick up the deck, it cut, and I've got the Emperor. And was Elon Musk walking into Twitter yesterday, day before, this week, whatever? Why was he carrying a sink? Was it to make his stupid pun? Or was he really changing out the sink? Why are you in the lobby of Twitter with holding a sink? Uranus, I tell you. Oh, okay. Trillium says a Grand Junction news website says she did not shoot the dog. Good. Good. Thank heavens. King of Wands. Trump, far right, those heinous people. There's the Empress. There's the Hanged Man. And there's the Magician. This is Major Arcana. It's going to affect a lot of people, but I'm not getting the best energy on the future of Twitter. And there are plenty of sites out there you can go talk to who used to be really big, and in the end, not so much. Elon will be doing his best to pull the rabbit out of the hat, but you get enough of these far-right jerks, you start losing, this is America in general, you start losing America in general. especially women, I think is more specific around the world. Cheryl says people will be jumping off of Twitter. Yeah, suspension, massive suspending their accounts, deleting their accounts. And Musk will try different things to try to bring people back. When the reality is you bring people back, and you bring businesses back when you don't have hate speech, when you don't have the misogyny, the bigotry. But he's not going to listen to little old me. All right. Thank you, guys. Evelyn says, too bad it wasn't a toilet. Somebody photoshopped one in. Fear not, the internet's got it. Oh, sorry. 116. Okay. This is interesting. You guys come up with really interesting questions. PC Ryder is asking, who will be the most shocked after the midterms are certified? GOP, Democrats, or pollsters? Who will be the most? Because I think that would be, who will be the most shocked? Republicans would be pentacles. Sometimes pentacles or wands. Democrats are cups. Pollsters would be swords. Who is going to be the most shocked after the midterm election is all said and done? Who will be the most shocked? Democrats, Republicans, or pollsters? This could get really complicated, so I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Eight of Cups. Well, we're thinking that the polls are not the most reliable thing ever. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Out in the cold. This is a little match girl card. Good grief. King of Pentacles in the middle. And the Queen of Cups over here. Well, those would be the 2 sides. This would be Democrats. This would be Republicans. It ends with Democrats, but right next to the Republican card, you've got the same suit. A card of lack, card of not enough, of poverty, starvation, exile. So, since it's a card for the reading, it doesn't have quite as much power. It doesn't feel like, and it ends at this. So I would guess the Republicans would be the most shocked because they won't do as well. So, okay. Thank you, Trillium Terror. Thank you for bringing that information. I was kind of hoping you'd stop it. She didn't shoot the dog, so that no dogs were harmed. We could have just accepted it there. But anyway. All right, well, let me see here. I feel like we need to read on Putin. 119, there's a question here about him, but I don't know if this is the one I want to read on. Because this is more about the, is how long we have to deal with this madman and all this kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, I guess, all right, we'll read on that. I'll have to deal with this madman. They're thinking that you never know about Putin's health, but they're thinking he may have recovered from having cancer, but he still has some other problems. But apparently he's not doing the big puffy, back to normal steroids thing. But he was seen the other day with something in the back of his hand, like an IV, like had been taken out. Thank you for voting, Peg. Oh, no worries, no worries. Putin. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, Semper. This is my last question for today. I gathered the questions just before I come on. So, and I'm here 365 days of the year. Just come on before I start. Throw your question in the chat, and I'd love to read on it. So, Page of Swords. Yeah, sending lots of children to their death. Real children and young people in general. Really, that's what you want on your conscience. That's what you want on your permanent spiritual record. 10 of Wands. All right, well, that's a burden. 6 of Pentacles. It's charity. 7 of Pentacles. Fruits of labor. 2 of Cups. It's partnership, but it's liberal partnership. 9 of Swords. You're losing the war. You're going to lose the war because the West doesn't want a bigger war and doesn't trust you to take Ukraine and then stop there. So you're running out of stores. Do you guys remember the movie? There was a book too, The City of Ember. Yeah, you are running out of stores. But Ukraine isn't going to run out. So he's got, you're losing. You're going to lose. You're losing. So what's going to happen to Putin? There's rumblings of he should be paranoid. True, and Ukraine was never his. I am totally for free Ukraine. Yeah, please do not take that to mean I think that we should have, or there no free free Ukraine, completely free Ukraine, and they're going to be a powerhouse when they are completely free and they get out of this war. They will rebuild. It's going to be awesome. Moon. Chaos. Feels a little bit, yeah, you're out of your depth. It's going to be impossible for him to accept that, but you're out of your depth. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of this. Oh, I've got a plan. You don't have the resources for a plan. 4 of Cups. You are on the outs in the international community, but Ukraine is on the in. It's like you could be a part of something better. That's what I just keep getting. He is barreling toward a brick wall. He's going full tilt. Gonna hit that wall. You're gonna get tossed out on your ear. Are you going to have some nice warming plutonium tea that someone gives you? 8 of working. 8 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Hemlock? What? Wheel of Fortune. This is a decision. Fated, important. 9 of Cups. They're not going to roll into Russia, and it's not going to be like Berlin in 1945. It's not. This is weird. I'll have to revisit this. I'm not getting a specific answer. I'm just getting some really unexpected energy. Odd. Very odd. But anyway. All right. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Halloween, Hallows Eve, which has got shortened to Halloween. So Halloweening. Anyway, I'll have my costume tomorrow. Do some more readings. I'm here 365 days of the year. You cannot get rid of me, try as you might. At 4 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel on YouTube doing creative sprints. You are always welcome. Just bring your creative project, any kind at all. In November, we are going to be doing National Novel Writing Month. You are welcome to join. But if you do other things, painting, sewing, knitting, you are always welcome. Oops, there we go. There we go. So, bye. Don't forget, you're not alone. We are in this together. I know I might be a little embarrassing sometimes, but we're in this together. And all of us. And there are good days ahead. All right. So hang in there, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye. Bye.